Yeah, I told our guys in the locker room, right? Like, they were a little upset in how we finished the game. But the one thing that we're never going to do is give a win back. Like, we did win the game, right? We didn't play well in the last 10 minutes defensively, but we won the game and we did, for 30 minutes. But really, like, there was a 20-minute stretch, last 10 minutes of the first half, first 10 minutes of the second half. We were really clicking and we did some really good things. So, we'll take the positives from this. We'll take the negatives from this and keep growing and keep moving on.
That 20-minute stretch, I think it was a 29-5 run. What did you like in there where you were able to click?
Yeah. I thought we got I thought they were the aggressors early. I thought we kind of played on our heels. But they're so unique, right? Like nobody else plays like them in college basketball and how they pass. Like everybody else is dribbling and they pass it and they really cut. And like what that does is, we're such a gap help oriented team that they move the gaps and they distract you, right? They're the ultimate magicians. Always, every once in a while, I'll tune to the CW and I'll see Penn and Teller. You guys know what show I'm talking about, right? Fulham, yeah. And they try and guess what it is. It's the ultimate like magician act of like, hey, look over here, look at this. I'm cutting here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Meanwhile, some dude's over there playing one-on-one. Some dude's backing you down in the post and there's no help. And that's really what their offense does, and it tests you, but you're never gonna see it unless you play them, right? So we knew it'd be a challenge for us defensively. I thought we handled it the right way. I thought they guard, like you go into the game and there's different things in how they guard you. So you have to kind of, as you get into the game, start to see how they do it. And now how do we want to attack it, right? Because nobody guards the exact same way. So sometimes it takes a couple minutes to figure it out offensively. We started to figure it out, so we started to score, and then we were more aggressive and we were more help oriented during that middle kind of stretch.
You were able to get something more out of Serta and Kaler tonight. How do you now maybe add Sundra and Sir to that mix, especially moving forward with 3 games, maybe 3 games in 3 days or 3 and 4 next week?
Yeah, and sometimes it's matchup oriented, right? Like Garrett played 9 minutes. Even Keba didn't get to play much. Like they just play 5 guards, and it's hard. We wanted to play Garrett a little more and try and mix him, but I thought we found something with different lineups with Markus and Jalen out there with Braden and Cole. It gave you a lot of shooting. So some of that dictated who played and who didn't. But in this, upcoming 3 games, you're gonna need everybody. Need everybody. And it can't be a thing where if Monday's not my night, I don't have time to pout about if I didn't play a certain amount of minutes that I wanted to or I didn't have the game. Like you can play less than 24 hours later. So we just said everybody needs to be mentally locked in, right? The good thing is I'm proud of Cole. Like he played 8 minutes against Ohio State, and like some of it was matchup dictated, and I didn't think he was a great matchup for Junie Mobley in that game, but to come out tonight and respond to that, he easily could have pouted, could have been upset about it. Like he responded, came in, like knocked in a couple open shots, made his free throws, really guarded, and we need all of our guys to kind of respond that way.
Micah, another double-double from Tout, and he hit a couple of key late free throws. When he's like that, how much does he open up for your team everywhere?
Yeah, I think for us, right, like, the scoring part is right, like that's just a huge bonus for us. And, people guard us in different ways and he's finding openings. He's being aggressive and scoring in different ways. But like his impact for us is really defensively, right? Our guards, not our guards, our team is like guarding really hard defensively. We're making it tough on people. And we're trying, we want to force you to one tough contested shot, and then we want to keep you off the glass, right? And I think, like Ohio State didn't have very many offensive rebounds, right? And like these guys had two. Like he's usually cleaning it up for us, and that's such a huge advantage that his defensive rebound numbers have been really good, but it helps finish our defensive possessions.
And then late there, a couple of times, it looked like you tried really hard to get maybe the refs to call an intentional or a flagrant foul. Is it important for you to have your players see you fighting for them like that?
I think so. I fight for them in any way. They know how much I care about them, right? Like, especially on their birthdays, right? I really celebrate their birthdays, like go above and beyond for and really love on them on their birthdays. But yeah, like that's the one thing. It's like I believe in these guys and every single one of them, and Notre Dame is for forever, right? But Coach Shrews is for life. So one day when I'm the assistant freshman coach at Mishawaka High, and those dudes can still call me, and I'm still gonna help them in any way possible.
I'll ask the requisite Jalen question. When he's attacking the rim, both in half court and transition, what does it do for your team?
Yeah, like he's the game is like he's starting to play. He's starting to play with better pace. Even before he attacks the rim, man, just like there's moments there. There's possessions there. We went on that run where they were scoring, and we're getting the ball out of the net, and he's kicking it ahead, and those guys are getting threes or getting layups. Like he put so much pressure on the defense to sprint back. But now, he's a run stopper for us, right? He was only 4 for 9 from the free throw line, but like when you get in those moments where the other team's on a run, like he can get you a layup, he can get you a paint point, and he can get to the free throw line, right? And that's a rally killer. Like just those guys went on runs because we kept fouling them. It's a rally killer for our offense. Like it's a rally killer for somebody's defense when somebody's scoring at the rim or somebody's getting fouled in the paint.
You mentioned those last 10 minutes not being happy with the defense. Where did you feel like you guys could have been better?
I don't know. I'd have to watch it and see. But they were playing a little more free too, right? Like some things you can't control. They were 7 of 22 from 3. There were guys that hit threes, probably hadn't made 3 all season. Like some dude banked in a 3, right? Like there's some of those shots that you can't control. But I did think we fouled too much, right? We fouled 3-point shooters a couple of times. Like, we allowed them we got back cut. Like we weren't getting back cut. We were so locked into the game. That's when I knew we weren't locked in anymore because we were getting back cut. And it hadn't happened. We hadn't gotten beat on it like the whole game. So it's really just, just staying locked in. Like, I don't think it was, and credit to them, they kept playing. Like, I told Doug, I like his group, and they're hard to deal with. They're going to be, just hard to guard in how they play. But, like, they kept playing, and I didn't think we did. I don't know if it was technical. I thought we just lost our aggressive mentality, and then we started having more breakdowns.
Micah, now until Las Vegas, what's the point of emphasis?
Really just cleaning up a lot of things, getting guys like physically ready to play. But we've kind of rehearsed this leading up to it, right? Like after Eastern Illinois, like we practiced the next day and guys played more minutes than they should have because we had to play some time. So like we've gone a couple days in a row before and after games. So these guys are used to knowing what it feels like to play a game and then turn back around and have to play again. So, we know our first 2 opponents, but it's not like we're going to spend a lot of time working on Rutgers, right? Like that's got to be a short prep and one of our assistants will handle it. But like we got, 3 days right here to really work on Kansas and what we need to do to have success there. And then you move from there. And just play game by game. And we always talk about it's just one fight at a time. That's within the game, within every possession, but that's from game to game. So no matter what happens Monday, turn around and play Tuesday. No matter what happens Tuesday, turn around and play Wednesday, and just really keep a singular focused.
Going back to your talks about mentality, we noticed like Haralson was really steady presence on the court. How does he help keep the team grounded, like especially in such a choppy game?
I think just one his he's still a freshman and a young freshman, so sometimes you don't know. Like, I'm not saying this in a bad way. Like sometimes he's just hoping. He ain't thinking about the pressure of this and that and the other, right? He's a pretty uncommon freshman where he's played in some big moments, some big games. Like, he's got a gold medal. He's played in the gold medal game in Germany, at Germany, versus like a crowd, so like these moments don't really shake him. He's been, uncommon in the games that he's played in already. So, you can see him starting to get more comfortable and starting to get his legs and starting to get his mojo back. And 16 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, only 1 turnover. Like, that stuff is what we expected from him. And just hats off to him. He's really, really worked. Like, he really works hard. He spent a lot of time with Trey. He spent a lot of time with Coach Getter. Like, he's watching a lot of film. I saw him with Grady yesterday morning. Like, he spends a lot of time in the gym working. So he deserves everything that kind of comes to him.
Markus, what you guys learn about yourselves tonight when you're up 22, 7 minutes to play, and all of a sudden it's a 5-point game?
Man, it's basketball at the end of the day. It's hard to win basketball games. Props to Bellarmine. They fought. They fought extremely hard. We just gotta do a better job of just staying locked in, I feel like. But at the end of the day, we won the game. Like I said, like, it's basketball. It's hard to win basketball games, and we won. So that's the good part. But I feel like we got to do a better job of just maturing and just finishing the game out a little bit better.
Jalen, what was the difference for you after first 10 minutes? You're kind of out there. Last 20, you're scoring.
Yeah.
You're dishing to like what flipped for you as far as being back in the starting line?
Just I think find a rhythm, find a flow. I think at the start I was just trying to fill the game out, and I got going. These guys start hitting shots. Got a couple offensive rebounds. That was good for me. So you get a couple easy ones to go, and you start to get going, and then from there it's just playing basketball at the end of the day.
I was gonna say, how much does it help you when you're able to get? You got your first 2 buckets came on drives.
Yeah.
Where you can get a drive that kind of opens everything up for you.
Yeah. I had a lot of space on that one, just with our spacing, our shooters. It was just attacking and knowing that I'm gonna get fouled at the rim So
Jalen, especially as you guys built that lead out, how much of an emphasis was it for you to attack and transition?
yeah, I mean that was the thing, just rebounding and just going and pushing. We saw a couple of things we could attack on film, and transition defense is one of them. They're a good team, but sometimes they have trouble matching up in transition. So we wanted to exploit that.
Markus, your first couple of years here, you guys would have these slow starts, and then you wouldn't build out that 22-point lead, and it become really hairy at the end. And you've lost a couple of these bye games your first couple of years here. What's the biggest difference between then and then these first couple of games where you had the slow start and then you built out the 20+ point lead?
I see no difference. I see we just got better as a basketball team. Coach Shrewsberry put the right guys together to compete. So that's just what it is. Coach Shrewsberry's a hell of a coach, so he knows what he's doing. Obviously, these type of games we need. But kudos to Bellarmine. They were a really good program. So just gotta keep pushing and keep getting better as a whole.
Markus, you mentioned the team playing mature. What does that look like?
Just going out there and playing basketball, not doing crazy stuff, not panicking when things aren't going our way, staying composed, staying level-headed, but also just staying as a family not spreading off, not doing our own thing, just listening. There's obviously gonna be times where things don't go our way, and that's just the game of basketball. But like I said, we have a great group of guys that I feel like we can accomplish a lot. So, it's just, yeah.